I'm Caden Clardy.
And I'm Hannah Vowell, and we're from Troupe 764.
We're doing a scene from Arthur Miller's All My Sons.
What does he want here?
His friend is not home.
I don't like him mixing in so much.
It's too late, Joe. He knows.
How does he know?
He guessed it a long time ago.
I don't like that.
What you don't like.
Yeah, what I don't like.
You can't fool yourself to this one, Joe. You better be smart. Because this thing isn't over yet.
What is she doing up there? She don't come out of her room.
I don't know. What is she doing? Sit down and stop being mad. You want to live? You better figure out your life.
She don't know, does she?
She saw Chris storming out of here. It's 1 and 1. She knows how to add.
Maybe I'll talk to her.
Don't ask me, Joe.
Then who do I ask? But I don't think she'll do anything about it.
You're asking me again.
I'm asking you. What am I, a stranger? Found a family here. What happened to my family?
You've got a family. I'm simply saying I don't have the strength to think anymore.
You don't have the strength. The moment there's trouble, you don't have the strength.
Joe, you're doing the same thing you've done all your life. Whenever there's trouble, you yell at me, and you think that settles it.
Then what do I do? Tell me, talk to me. What do I do, Kate?
I've been thinking. If he comes back,
What do you mean, if? He's coming back.
I think you ought to sit him down and explain yourself. If you tell him that you know what you did, and that you realize you did a terrible thing. You see,
What ice is that gonna cut?
if you tell him you're willing to pay for what you did,
How can I pay?
tell him you're willing to go to prison.
I'm willing to
You
go.
wouldn't go. He wouldn't ask you to go. But if he saw that you were willing to go, maybe he would forgive you.
Forgive me? For what?
Joe, you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. You wanted money, so I made money. What must I be forgiven? You wanted money, didn't you?
I didn't want it that way.
I didn't want it that way either. What difference is it what you want? I spoiled the both of you. I should have put him out when he was 10 like I was put out. Make him earn his keep. Then how a buck is made in this world. Forgive me. I can live on a quarter a day myself. I got a family, so I gotta...
Joe, don't excuse that you did it for the family.
It's gotta excuse it.
There's something bigger than the family to him.
Nothing is bigger.
There is to him.
There's nothing he could do that I wouldn't forgive because he's my son. Because I'm his father and he's my son.
Joe, I tell you.
And you're gonna
that-
tell him, you understand? I'm his father and he's my son. If there's something bigger than that, I'll put a bullet in my head.
You stop that!
You heard me. Now you know what to tell him. He wouldn't put me away, though. He wouldn't do that. Would he?
He loved you, Joe, and you broke his heart.
But to put me away,
I don't know. I'm starting to think we don't really know him. They say in the war he was such a killer. And here, he was always afraid of mice. I don't know him. I don't know what he'll do.
if Larry was alive, he wouldn't act like this. He listened to me. He understood the way the world is made. To him, the world had a 40-foot front. It ended at the building line. This one, everything bothers him. You make a deal, overcharge 2 cents and his hair falls out. He doesn't understand money. Too easy. It came too easy. Yes, sir. Larry. That was where he belongs. Larry. Larry. What am I gonna do, Kate?
Joe? Joe, everything is going to be all right. Nothing is going to happen.
For you, Kate. For both of you. That's all I ever lived for.
I know, dear. I know.